Hi, my name is Michelle Simonds. I'm here today to talk to you about homeschooling. Homeschooling has exploded in the last 30 years. More than 1.5 million children are now homeschooled in this country. A 2009 study called Homeschool Progress Report showed that homeschoolers surpassed their public school counterparts by 30 percentile points on standardized tests. That's a huge number. That's nothing to balk at. 30 percentile points is best shown on a bar graph like this one. This was included in that 2009 report. Here you can see the different subjects: reading, language, math, science, social studies, as well as core and composite scores. The dark bars represent homeschooled students, and the lighter bars represent public school students. You can see there's a dramatic difference in every subject area, a difference that ranges from 34 to 39 percentile points. So what's the question? Why? Why is there such a difference between our public school students and our homeschooled students? The answer is pretty simple. Research shows that homeschooled students academically outperform public school students because the homeschool students have a more flexible curriculum and more one-on-one attention from their educator, according to a 2007 study called Homeschooling from Extreme to Mainstream. There are a number of factors involved in the difference between the performance of these two groups of children, but there are two that have been shown to have the greatest impact. Those two factors are that homeschool students have more flexibility in their curriculum, and that their curriculum can be changed to meet their needs. That homeschooled students have the advantage of more one-on-one education and one-on-one time from their educators. Homeschooled students have more flexibility in their learning. Homeschooling families have a world of curriculums available to them. They also have the ability to tailor those curriculums and the programs that they choose to meet their child's needs and interests. This was the findings of a 2015 research article called The Homeschooling Debate. The choice of curriculum and learning plans, lesson plans, and things of that nature are completely up to the parents. As long as they are within the confines of the laws of their state, they can teach their children any way they see fit. The Homeschooling Progress Report that showed us these statistics also showed that homeschoolers do better on standardized tests regardless of the curriculum that's used. It concluded that children excel regardless of the structure of the activities, whether they were online or in books. It didn't seem to matter how many hours the children spent in education. It also didn't matter what sort of teaching style the parents used. Regardless of the way the children were taught, they all outperformed their public school counterparts. So, if we can tailor curriculums to fit children, we have better outcomes. But how do we do that? The only way to do it is with more time with the children. To make a curriculum actually fit a child, a teacher needs to spend quite a bit of time with them, getting to know their likes, their dislikes, their interests, their weaknesses, and their strengths. According to a 2010 paper called Evidence for Homeschooling, Constitutional Analysis in Light of Social Science Research, homeschoolers benefit from more one-on-one time with their educators. Individual attention from the adult giving the lesson is an advantage to the homeschooled child. Additionally, children are able to seek out and work with mentors on whatever subject they're struggling with or interested in. So if a child is struggling with a particular scientific idea, finding a scientist that works in that field might help their understanding. These are opportunities that are not available to public school students, not because they can't go out and seek out those sorts of educational activities, but that most of them don't have time and don't have parents that can take them from place to meet these mentors. Most homeschoolers have at least one parent home during the day that can take them to meet different people and go on field trips, so to speak, as a way of learning. Essentially, it comes down to the fact that with greater flexibility of learning curriculums and more attention given to each student, homeschooled children are at a marked advantage on standardized tests. Variety and flexibility in curriculums allows for a better fit for the students. This, coupled with more individualized attention for the students, leads to a better educational outcome overall. The takeaway from the research compiled here is that children can do better academically, and homeschoolers have found a way to do it. Homeschooling has shown us that tailoring education to the student is by far more effective in educating children than the current cookie-cutter curriculum used in this country. Homeschooling is not only a viable option for educating children, it's proven to have better results than the current public school system. At this time, I'd like to take any questions.
Is it necessary for one of the parents to hold a teaching certificate to get these improved test scores?
Oh, no, certainly not. Research has shown that having a certified teacher teach in homeschooled situations does not improve outcomes. In fact, homes where one or more of the parents were certified teachers, the outcomes were half a percentage point less than the outcomes shown here. Any other questions?
Some families have more money to spend on educational tools and curriculum. Is there a difference in test scores based on an income level?
It's true. Some families do have more money to spend on curriculum, and there is a slight increase in test scores for more money spent on curriculum. But overall, the percentage is 2 to 3 points and statistically insignificant. Thank you for your time.